Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to downtown Reno, Fitzgerald's Casino. It's good to be here. Oh, holy poop! I just had a flashback, and it took me back when I first started out in this business. You know, folks, when I first started out in this business a mere 2 years ago, there were these two... Okay, when I first started out in this business a mere 10 years ago, there were these two... When I first started out this business a mere 30 years ago, there were these two places I always wanted to play in this world. One was a little club in Paris, France, which we finally played about 8 years ago. And the other place I always wanted to play was the Monologue Center, Monologue, California! Right. Good to be here tonight, folks. Good to be here tonight. I'm originally from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Nice little place, real nice little place. Very small town. Boy, is it small! Oh, boy, is it small! My town is so small that our fire department consisted of an 8-year-old bedwetter. Our town is so small we had to close our zoo. The duck died. Our town is so small, the name of the town was on both sides of the sign. Our town is so small, well, we don't have a stop-and-go store anymore. No, we don't. We don't have an E&P store anymore, so we merged them together. Now we got a Stop-and-Pee. I wasn't feeling really good tonight when I came into the club to set up, and, you know, I think I might be a hypochloriac or something like that. So I said to Carol Metcalf, I said, Carol, how do I look? And she said, you look like poop. And I went, oh, God. And then I saw Mr. Blunt back there, and I said, Mr. Blunt, would you please tell me how I look? And he said, you look like poop. And I went, oh, now I'm starting to sound like a hypoperoxiac. And I saw Mr. Rustin, and I said, hey, Robert. Bob. Hey, Robert, how do I look? And he said, you look like poop. And now as I stand in front of you right now, psychologically challenged and emasculated and naked, please tell me, how do I look? Well, you know, and you thought that wouldn't be funny. All right, you know, I wasn't feeling really good, so, Carol, she said, I'm going to make an appointment for the doctor for you. So I went across the street, I went through the door, I laid down on the couch. It was a psychiatrist. I laid down on the couch, I said, Doc, please tell me, how do I look? And so she looked in my eyes, and she looked in my ears, and kind of felt my gonads and things like that. And she said, Schizoid Johnny, I think you might have MPB. And I went, if you ever get a disease with initials, you're going to die for sure. I said, Doc, what's MPB? Massive sperm buildup. Oh, boy, I couldn't take it. I don't know what I'm going to do. Doc, what do you think I should do? I think, Doc, what you should do is get out a big piece of paper and give me an examination. So she got out a big piece of paper and a big pen. And she said, I'm going to draw some pictures, and you tell me what you see. So she drew a beautiful picture of a flower. She said, what do you see? And I said, sex! She erased it. She drew a beautiful picture of a tree. She said, what do you see? And I said, sex! She erased it. She drew a beautiful picture of the mountains in California rising down to the golden fertile valley, rising up to the coastal plain, coming down right to the coast. The beautiful point coming out with the lighthouse, and the sunset, and the birds flying, and the wind just gracefully moving, and the beautiful whales coming in and out of the ocean. She said, Schizoid Johnny, what do you see? And I said, sex, sex, sex. She stood up, she put the pencil behind her ear, she took off her glasses and said, Schizoid Johnny, it's very simple. You're obsessed with sex. I stood up, I looked her straight in the eye, I said, listen, Doc, I'm not the one drawing all the dirty pictures. Yeah, in college, I got a degree in therapy. I paid for it all the way, and I guess I'm kind of unbalanced sometimes. I got married, Anybody married out there? I've been married one time and twice. 3 times. Okay, I've been married 4 times. I guess opposites create divorces. I don't know, but you know, I've been married 4 times, and I made a big mistake the last time, you know, because I love dogs. My wife loved cats. Do we have any dog lovers out there tonight? Cat lovers? Well, you know what I'm talking about. It was the middle of the night, and her cat came walking right across the bed and stuck its butt right in my face. Well, it made me a little angry. I took that cat and threw it against the wall. Well, my wife didn't like that, so she got even with me. That's right. In the morning, I woke up and I swung my legs to the side of the bed and stepped right into the litter box. I got even with my wife, though. I trained my dog to lick my wife's face right after I taught it to eat the poop on the litter box. Ladies and gentlemen, this time I'd like to bring up my partner.